Right, welcome back to SouFLoTV again, everybody. It is your host with the most. Listen up, we start off a laughing up because that picture here that you're looking at on this video, me not gonna move it. It's gonna be the same picture y'all watch the whole time through. And yesterday, I vaguely went into these people's story on Morning Thoughts Live. And as soon as I put it up, Soldier 819 say, all right now, SouFlo, move that. Move that picture there from there. So move from there. Move it from there and go ahead. In other words, he didn't want to see the picture because these are actually men and they're Jamaican men. So, one part of me did I say, boy, I'm not gonna really talk about that something still because I can guess the kind of feedback that is gonna come from this. But at the same time, another part of me says, speak about it. See, because it opens up dialogue, and I want to see I want to test and see what the temperature is towards this. Right now, I'm gonna remind everybody, say, please keep it clean because we are being watched globally on social media. Don't think the things you're typing, even after you type them and erase them, they're collected and stored and they can be used against us later. It's like when the police say you have a right to remain silent. Anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, one will be appointed you. Anything you say can and will be used against you, can and will be used against you. Is the same thing for social media. Anything you say can and will be used against you at some point. So be very careful what you say. Even if you disagree with certain things, there are ways to say it without being too derogatory. You see me? All right, let's get into this topic. So this story first broke now, and it says that these transsexuals from Jamaica, these are men that have chosen to live their lives as women, transformed. They apparently dress as women, makeup, hair, all that, everything woman, see? And they are now currently in the United States of America. They are outside of Jamaica. But how they got to the United States of America was a long journey. An illegal route, by the way, but a long journey. So they went through Mexico according to them. And crossing from Mexico over into the US is a difficult task, right? People have to go into some underground tunnel, and then you have what they call are the coyotes, which are people that exploit the people that are trying to cross. So women get raped all the time. People have to turn sexual favors all the time. Women get pimped out on the journey. All other kind of something happen out there in order to make it across. And they do these things in order to make it across. Well, fast forward, they made it. I don't know how they made it, but they made it. We saw a similar story recently, but they were caught at the border, and it was a woman and her child, her daughter, and they were caught at the border coming through Mexico into the United States of America from Jamaica. I don't know what link that is, but apparently a lot of Jamaicans are using this link. So more than likely, the government is going to be paying more attention to Jamaicans and the Mexican link than anything else. Anyway, sidebar that. For them, they have set up a GoFundMe. And they are asking for people to put money into the GoFundMe to help them to adjust in their situation in the United States of America. As it stands right now, they are currently in an immigration setting, right? Immigration holding setting where just walk into the US so, and get papers and then beg asylum and them just give you. The asylum process is kind of a odious, a long process. You're going to have to explain why you're seeking asylum, why you're running away from, where you're running away from, and is your life in danger, and these kind of things. So for them, I think that just the comments alone on social media, think about this, just the comments alone on social media, they can use to their defense. Because when I looked on Twitter where I first saw this, there was not one good comment supporting them. Comments were there like, yes, starvation and hunger, I got straight no back out, and something about your balls get cut off and this and that and all kind of something. So these are looked at as hostile by the people who they are going to go before. When them go before the people, them I say, please don't send me back to Jamaica, man. If you send me back there, they're going to kill me. We have no room for growth there. We are not free and able to be ourselves there. I have to pretend to be somebody else every single day. Do you know what it feels like to be somebody, to pretend to be somebody else every single day? Never ever trying to be yourself, or never ever having the freedom to be yourself, blah blah blah. So they're going to gain sympathy. Worse if them go before some LGBTQ members that work in immigration. And believe me, there are a lot of them. They work everywhere. Seeing LGBTQ population has exploded. Their organization has become even more organized than ever before. You know how it go. In America here, if a man at work tell yourself you refer to him as she, and you keep referring to him as him, and he comes and says to you, I find it offensive, I am transgender, and I am transitioning, and I identify as a she, and if you refer to me as a he one more time, I'm going to HR. I've explained to your face that I don't like it, I find it offensive. Now this a man, you know. I tell you so, you know, if you call him she, you know, you're on your good job, you know, that will pay your bills, you know, my fam. And this man I got stir up something now. So there you are, forced to choose between, do I continue to work here in peace, collect my money and pay my bills and live my comfortable life, or do I risk it, call this man a he, and say, well, me not care what you want, dress up as in a party. So woman, wig, whatever, me still say a man. You see me? You're a man. Once you do that, you're fired. You're fired. You will be fired for creating a hostile environment for people that are different from yours, or prejudice against a LGBTQ community member, or a one long list of something them have to fire you. So you lose your whole job and everything for that, right? So most of us who live in the United States of America, we work right alongside these people. They are in every profession there is out there, to include going to school. See? So you can't go in a job if you work at the hospital and say, oh, I'm not going to work with that nurse to take care of these patients because that nurse is gay. She's a lesbian. Or I'm not going to work with that doctor because he's a known homosexual. You can't do it. You have to go work and just go work. And you can't be concerned about people's sexuality. That's just the environment here. Jamaica, on the other hand, is kind of different. You know, if you're, as they say, fishy, or if you're on the other side, or if this is your preference, you have to hide it. You can't really come out like this. Although times have changed in Jamaica to the point where there are people that walk the streets like this in Jamaica, even though there are certain places on the island that if you go there looking like this, you might get yourself killed. I don't have any other way to say it. I'm not pretty top or nothing. I myself come from Clarendon. And I know if you're facts up in the hills there, which part me come from? Because I come from in the hills, you know, peeps. So if up in the hills where I come from, I know if you're fact. And I'm not glorifying, I'm not saying, I'm just saying facts. If a man walk through looking like any of them here upon the picture here, he might not make it out unless him run for him life with top speed, cut down banana tree and cane piece and fly out of there like mongoose on fire. You see it? Because that's just the way how the place is. Now there are other parts in Jamaica where I've landed in Jamaica, walk around, and I've seen people like these in Jamaica. And I'm like, damn, that's a man. Just like a woman. Here in Jamaica, yo, that couldn't happen back in the days, couple of years ago. But people are like, yo, a man to go be this, brother. Anything going on here, so plus a tourist people place this. I watch this, brother. Anything going on here, so a tourist people place this. So some places I've seen it. A New Kingston, this, brother. Them there around here. Man, sometimes fight them off, and then for the most part, people leave them alone. See? So Jamaica is becoming somewhat more tolerable, especially since they have the now some kind of advocacy for them is going on, like the J Flag movement and all these things. However, I think people will agree with me when I say that if this is how you want to live your life. Now remember, I know Me not try play a God, and I'm not trying to tell people how to live. Me not care if them want to put piece of banana suckle from banana tree on them head and walk around and call themselves planting. I don't know. I'm in a business how a man want to live him life. I'm just saying. If this is how you choose to present yourself to the public as a person on the island of Jamaica, then limits are going to be set for you, as in what street you can walk down, what facilities and venues you can enter or partake in, what activities, or you know what I mean, I say, what jobs or career fields you can enter. Think about this. I've never been to a hospital or a doctor in Jamaica and see a man dress up like a woman, but I have in the US. I've never been to the grocery store and see a cashier dress up like that, but I have in the US. I've never been walking down the street per se in all parts of Jamaica and seen this in all parts of Jamaica. I know for a fact that some parts this can't fly in 2022. But in the US, everywhere that I've been, every state that I've been, and I've been to a whole lot of them, I've seen this. So obviously it's more tolerable here. They are more protected here. And if we don't want them in a Jamaica, then we don't want them there. That's what some Jamaicans are saying. Make them go on a foreign, make them turn over there. Hey, I'm sure that's where they want to be, right? At the end of the day, it's like this. Them a look for better for themselves, and we are look for better for ourselves too. We go where the better is because life is short, and we are try strike the iron while it's hot. Make something out of life. I'm sure them a try to do the same too. See? So now that they're here in the US with this GoFundMe thing set up, I don't think that it's going to be a lot of Jamaicans that are going to be donating to it per se. Not because they're gay or not because they're trans or men dressing as women, but because Jamaican people don't normally really give money like that, even for a worthy cause. I see two brothers lose them life the other day, and a mostly foreigner give money. It has to be like under tragic circumstances that they would give money, you know, death and destruction. GoFundMe was actually set up for people to raise money from crowdfunding for, say, to start a business or something like that. That's GoFundMe originally. But we are such a people that are in need. Notice me never say greedy or nothing. I said we are such a people that are in need that we started begging with GoFundMe. Like, help me do this, help me do that, help me do this, help me do that. So therefore, to us, when we hear the word GoFundMe, we automatically think somebody a beg money. Go look work. Somebody a beg money. Me not have none for you, right? When end of the day, man, them set up them GoFundMe, I honestly think that they are soon going to be ironed out. Ironed out straight, meaning their paperwork is going to be straight in no time to be in the US. And if them they are already in the US, and if they can't get asylum in the US, the border of Canada is not too far. And since them make it the rough trip there through Mexico to come into the US, I honestly believe that them can make it into Canada if they so desire, if they are rejected in the US. And Canada will take them, right? So let's see how it goes for them. Somebody said the little bald one in their back, they look like him just a go along to get like him just a go along to get along. Boy, me not know enough. Hear me no man. Live and let live here, sir. Me have more things to think about in a life than when man a do with themselves and when woman a do with themselves. To all have to answer to we own for our own. And that's all me I say. See? You see the GoFundMe? Did you see it? If you did see it, did you contribute to it? If you did contribute to it, tell me why. If you did not contribute and you don't plan on contributing to it, tell me why also. All right? Keep those comments clean in the comment section. Make we talk about this. And I'll catch you on the next video. It's SouFLoTV. I'm out. Peace.
Yes, I make my own jerk sauce. Whether be it spicy, mild, or regular, my jerk is the best.
Alright, my SouFLoTV audience, listen, I found a cooking channel here that I think is worth sharing with you. Shelly. Shelly is a Jamaican residing in the US. Her family and friends have encouraged her to pursue and showcase her passion, which is cooking. Her menu is mainly Jamaican, some mixed with other cultures. With a family background with hypertension, her meals are mostly exempt from salt and instead opt for salt-free seasoning, herbs and spices and other international seasonings that are used to come up with that Jamaican taste. All free of MSG. And I know too much salt and MSG on them something that is a big killer among us, right? Alright. Her goal is 5,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and there will be free giveaways to commemorate that milestone once it is reached. So, please help us to help her to get there. You know the drill. Click the link, like, comment, share, subscribe to Shell's Island Flavor, where home-cooked meals are nutritious, healthy, and economical. And don't forget, tell her say SouFLoTV sent you. Jamaica, Jamaica, sweet, sweet Jamaica, nah left ya. Yeah man, listen, my SouFLoTV audience, take a break real quick. I got this channel I have to tell you about. This channel is called Maurice Kingpin Channel on YouTube. Click the link in the description and go over to the channel. His channel focuses on highlighting beautiful places around Jamaica as he travels across the island, right? Beautiful Jamaica to be seen in a way you've probably never seen it before. None of us are really taking helicopter rides around the island to see it from a different angle. We land at the airport and we go about our business, right? And we view it from the ground. He's viewing it from the ground too. But also, even if you've taken many trips to Jamaica, I guarantee you that there are places that he's been that you have not been. So check out his videos. Enjoy the ride through beautiful, scenic Jamaica from an angle that you've never done it before. Travel vicariously and enjoy these relaxing videos that he has up on his channel, showing Jamaica in a good light. It's not a killy channel. It's nothing to show in negativity. It is all something to relax you and to even jog some of you memories who haven't been back in a while. You can actually look through his videos and say, wow, this place has developed. Wow, when I was a child, this place used to look this way. Now it looks that way. That kind of thing, you know. Vicariously travel through his channel. I am inviting you to do so because I'm over there doing it and I want to share that with you. So it's the Maurice Kingpin channel on YouTube. Go click that link I will put in the description and pinned as the first